Hello, everyone. So I just want to say, my family came back from their trip. The wife was really bad sick, so after I hurried up, tried to finish a couple of projects I was working on before they got home, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, up until about halfway through Saturday, basically I was the only functional adult in the house. So yeah, I had to get the kid to school, take care of all that stuff, and do all the grocery shopping, which, with my bad back, I never do, and take care of all the housework, feeding the pets, doing the dishes, trash, all that stuff. Yeah, and it's been cloudy, so my back hurts, so I was not doing so good. So I didn't really feel like streaming. This week is going to be, at least the first half of the week, is going to be busy. Kid's birthday's this Tuesday. It's also the day I got my sonogram for my gallstone, to see how bad that situation is. I'm a little nervous, not much, but so I'll be fasting Tuesday. Not even supposed to be drinking much water, so that should be interesting, being diabetic. But I'll have to see if I'm going to be needing surgery or whatever, which is scary. At my age, anyway. As far as gaming goes, I think you've already noticed I'm just not that excited about Come Deliverance. I did play Path of Exile 2's new update a little bit this weekend. Yeah, I think I played a little bit Saturday and a little bit today. I have no desire to play the Huntress. If I was going to play someone new, I'd probably play the Lich, which I think is a Witch subclass. But you have to play, I think you have to play that on the new season? I'm not sure. But I have no desire to play with no twink items. Like, it already takes me like 5 hours an act. Maybe like 4 hours for act 1, but because I like doing all the side quests. I'm like, it's going to take 25 to 30 hours twink, or 30 to 40 hours without hand-me-down stuff. So I was like, I don't know if I want to play through all the campaign after they just nerfed a bunch of shit. And then I checked some of my characters. Everyone's got their parts or their skill tree changed. I was like, well, shit, I don't even remember everything I had taken. So just to get back to where I was, I'd have to spend like an hour on each character to figure it out. I did take my character with those issues in the Dance with Death. I think that's what it's called, where you can't have anything in your offhand. You just equip a one-handed weapon. So that character was really wasn't even close to meta. It was pretty bad. I was doing maps like 7-8 levels below me and struggling, but it was a fun challenge. I did gamble all my money and log on all my high-level characters and go to the shops, and I did finally find a spear. I tried to spend most of my money and reset my points and all that. You did get one free respec, but I had to change some other things. And I'm about the same power as I was with the spear compared to the mace. It's slightly faster. Plus you can throw it, but I'm not expected throwing, so that doesn't really help. Anyway, so yeah, I was just playing that character, and then like I know like my blood mage, they nerfed Hex Blast, they nerfed curses, they nerfed my minion build. I logged in that and immediately had lost spirit, so I had to remove one of my minions. That was probably my best overall build. My monk was using Blasphemy with the ice ability. My monk I had played from day 1, and I was using Ice Strike like by day 2. I never was in the I'd quit playing that character. I'd get to end game about the time that the first patch hit, where they nerfed sorcerers and like cast on ice stuff. So I mean, I was working on Ice Monk before everyone, like I'd got to end game about the time everyone else was learning about it. So I just never went back to that character because I didn't have the gear for mapping. And then slowly, as I was making other characters and getting end game, I was getting them up to like level 80 and stuff. But first couple characters, I didn't. I think it was the first 3 characters I didn't get up to level 80, but the other like 4 I did. So anyway, my point here is I don't really have any interest to play because I don't what I've seen from the Huntress doesn't look that exciting. The spear abilities, probably the best new thing it looks like is cool is specking into the companion, and you can like take over a rare monster and have it fight for you. And I was like, well, I don't need to play a Huntress for that. Like, Lich is supposed to be pretty good with minion builds, but I don't know if it's better than the Titan build that I have already. And like I said, I lost like, I don't know, like 40, 50 points on my minion build. I was like, well, no, I think that one was only 17. My Dance with Death build lost like 56 points, which was over half my points, and I had to like completely figure out where I was. Luckily, I had the planner. Anyway. Minion build. So her rambling, forgot to check YouTube. Okay, that looks good. So I don't know. I mean, it's still a fun game to a point, but when you, like I said, I got 7 characters. One, the monk I'd quit playing, but now I know it's going to be nerfed. The blood mage that was the only character I didn't get at the end game was like level 56. I was like, she was using Hex Blast, and curses, and now curses don't work. Like, you can't Hex Blast stuff that have well, for one, all the curses got nerfed from their how much they give negative resistance for. By like, when they go from the top, went from like 36 to like 27% or something. It's like a 25% nerf. But yeah, you can only use Hex Blast if the monster's taken half their curse duration. And since I have instantaneous, like permanent curses basically, aura, like, yeah, so that doesn't work for me, and it's not going to work for the curse nerf overall. Is going to affect some of my other characters that was using curses. So yeah, I'm thinking like 5. Oh, I know Crossbows got buffed, but some of the, I think my mercenary was using shocking rounds. Well, whatever the 2 abilities I was using that was lightning based, I was like, yeah, that got nerfed too. So like, is any of my builds not nerfed? Yeah, the one that didn't have any skills. That's the only thing that didn't get nerfed, was the build that basically was a joke character. So anyway, I don't think I want to go through the campaign twice again to get the Huntress up to end game. I don't think I'm going to play Lich, and I don't really feel like going through all my characters and spending an hour or two trying to make them functional when I know everything's been nerfed and everything's going to be harder. And since I wasn't playing meta game anyway, and I didn't use trading at all because I didn't want to make a account thing, like log into the server over there, the web page or whatever, to trade. I was like, well, that already put me at a negative compared to everyone else anyway, so I don't know. So I'm kind of stuck here. Like, I just need to finish up Kingdom Come and Deliverance, and I will maybe level a couple levels on the joke character, but I'm not going to stream it. So we've pretty much left off here from last stream, like a week ago, wherever it was. And like I said, I'm going to be busy here getting the kid's birthday party Tuesday. Oh, also, her Taekwondo, we went because she was sick, and then she was on vacation for 10 days. And then we didn't go Tuesday. We went Saturday, but she didn't actually take class. I had to go talk to him because her year contract expires on Thursday. So I have to go in and work that out. I already got the new information, but I have to take her in the Taekwondo like at least Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, a couple days, just to see if her cought's cleared up enough that she can actually participate, because it doesn't make any sense to continue paying to have her in athletic activity she hasn't gone to for 5 weeks. Not for $180 a month. So I don't know. I need to finish Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. I need to finish this one. And honestly, I don't feel like spending another like 50, 60 hours in the game. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Ave Maria.
My, what's going on here?
Good day.
That must be on the other side of the house.
God grant you health.
Be quicker just to load it.
Hail.
Alright, so he must be inside and we've missed him somewhere.
One beer.
Christ, pardon me.
Well, what do you want me to do, lady? You need to move your ass.
Maybe next time then. I apologize.
Lord be with you.
What is the ink?
Not much.
He's afraid you'll get into trouble. You beat the wrong bloke just once, and
What do you know about?
I once fought...
No bloody way.
I swear, it's true. And the punishment I got was...
At least you have a story to tell in the tavern. No,
Should we fight?
no need to act. And how about a bet?
I agree.
I'll take it. Ah! Ah! Wanker! Come and get it.
Oh, I suck.
Well, that was an...
Yeah, so one thing about playing this on our build is, unless you mod it, you don't have the fucking Master Strike, and, as we get further in the game, people just dodge your shit constantly.
Greetings.
What is the...
Not much.
He's afraid...
What are you?
I once...
No. At least you're...
What is the ink?
Not much.
He's afraid...
What are you?
I once...
No. At least you have a story.
Should we...
No need. And how about...
I agree.
I'll take it.
Wait, how are you still hitting me there? Alright, no, sorry, I'm trying to...
Don't laugh too hard.
I can't
I'll
talk
wipe
while I
that
do that.
smile off your face. Wanker! Didn't see that one coming, eh? Well,
Yeah, so if I put armor on, yeah, I think your armor stays on when you do this normally. So yeah, try and do this game this way.
I apologize.
All right, hold on. I need to remember how the hell I actually play this game. First, we need a new Fox's potion. Yeah, I think I just learned that how to craft that. All right, let's just save it. So I can drink more potions.
What is
not much.
He's a
What are you?
I won't.
No. At least you have.
Should we fight?
No need to.
Yeah, I
ask
forget
twice.
that I'm supposed to
Then how
buff
about
up for
that?
fights.
I agree.
I'll take it.
Doesn't mean I'm going to win the first time.
I'm just getting warm. Jesus, I'm here. You're boring me. Try a little. Surprise! Come and get it.
Good.
No, you don't. Keep flopping around. It's not going to help you.
I got that off.
Wanker! Good fight. Where'd you learn that?
I learned from experience. It hurts.
Aye, I concede. And don't forget to go and see Father.
Alright, I normally don't like saves going, but you can like just... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if you had to keep redoing the fight. It's not like I don't have the money for it. But you'd have to heal up after every time, so... I don't mind doing it to save time. Alright, my health is slowly going up. And then I'll use a healing potion after I get higher up.
How can I help?
I defeated your...
I heard. Oh, and by the way, the hired hands in horse... And I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard there's some die just for court.
I agree. Show me your way.
Thank you, and take care.
Pretzels here.
Onions.
Fresh, crunchy
Strong
bread
onions.
rolls.
White, yellow, and red. The same to you.
My God, what happened? Lord be with you.
You're Cuba.
Aye,
I'm looking for Victoria.
why should I?
I hear you were quite fond,
Who told you that?
but she sent you packing. In front of half the village.
Birds have been twittering, have they? Her husband wasn't the only one taken by the Black Death. I lost my wife, too. So I thought to myself, enough time has passed, and two can live better than one. I tried. She wasn't interested. End of story. I've no idea what she's up to now.
Does she have friends here? Who does she talk with in the village?
Mainly with Martha, the blacksmith's wife. But all she did was use Victoria to do her dirty work.
Oh, I've spoken to Martha, and it seems she's genuinely worried about Victoria.
Worried about her? Why?
Victoria's missing. And there's a puddle of blood.
I reckon someone was jealous of them soldiers she hangs around with. What's that got to do with me?
You can't be serious. She could be injured somewhere, or even worse. And you're glad?
What goes around... I have a clean conscience. To hell with that.
Why don't you just admit the girl was a real thorn in your side? And that you were jealous as hell. An old dog wanted some young meat, but ended up with a nibble.
Listen, you prick. What the fuck are you trying on me? Who the hell do you think you are? You'd better take that back.
You're pissed off that she preferred someone else over you, eh? You waited for her.
Enough! You've been asking. You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit. Next time, mind who you try it on with, you. Leave me alone, or next. And I really don't. Maybe she just
What soldier?
I heard someone came across her up there in the forest while she was having but I really...
All right.
Twice grease, fresh flatbread.
Is this Sam where Mud is? I'm not sure.
Good to see you.
I don't know if I just can't remember the mechanics of the game. Doesn't he go back at some point? I feel like I might just be wasting my time over here. Pretty sure we were in the woods. Oh, that's right. There's wild dogs over here. I need to be careful. That was the walkway for the bandage, yeah? I'll go with 5-minute search here. Yeah, 'cause I remember it was getting dark when I came over here, so. I mean, if he was close, I think he would bark, right? Yeah, I don't remember how to get him back. Am I gonna have to, 'cause I really need him back for any major fighting. Alright, let's go ahead and get healed up. Yeah, I walked around this camp when I first saw it when I was scouting, and I probably should save it. Let's see if they start attacking.
Oi, you! Come here! Where do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't wait. Look here. No strangers are allowed in, so...
The Miskovitz blacksmith sent me with some horseshoes.
All right, you can...
Veled egy szempillantás alatt kész leszek. Nem kellett volna beleütnöd az orrodat.
Praise God.
Would you help me out?
That depends.
Victoria, a girl from Miskovitz.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite. If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least.
Thanks a lot.
See you later.
Good afternoon.
I saw the arena and the stands and thought,
You're too late, lad. There used to be... but that's been... All you can do now is a bit...
why'd they ban it?
Captain von Howlitz and...
You fought with Sharp.
Of course not. That was forbidden. But
So what happened then?
one of our companies went against the Cumans. It's a fight like any... But those fuckers had a score. Our fellas came away from there in bad... And then command...
That seems like a waste to me.
Aye, probably. Cumans, Germans, Praguers, they all had... But without the tournaments and betting, the blokes now, their camp is starting to look more and more like a wasp's.
So the...
Take care, friend.
Greetings.
Show me your way.
Oh, well. What can you do? Farewell, then. Careful.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What are you here for?
What do you have?
I think I learned these just to get my scholarship up, but how much money I got? Yeah, I'll buy one of these. Plus, we don't know if we'll be able to come back over here. You know, I'll get two.
Word about the
Well, Very well. I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
Does the name Victoria mean?
No.
She's a girl from Miskovitz.
Ah, I know who you mean. I'm no good with names.
Who did she know?
She got along with the merchants, but I'd say she fancied Black the most.
Who?
A soldier from the provisioning unit. I'd say her business dealings were more of an excuse to meet.
Where can I find this?
He's lying in the infirmary. He's got gut ache.
Thanks.
Service is kind of slow today.
Christ almighty. It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise.
I'm sorry, sir. I just wasn't expecting it.
I know very well what you meant. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian King?
Yes. Our parish...
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you.
But I thought that was just...
So you see, Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician.
my name is Henry.
Welcome then.
You said you were an
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there to the court of Sultan Bayezid. Until I ended up at the court of...
Where is this?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your...
It's not all that bad here, though.
I admit that there are some things I envy you for.
I was going to kind of skip through this.
What is Mecca?
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law. So
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are...
You were in Granada?
Go west from here until you reach the sea. Then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Al... It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich...
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Muhammad. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on us. Let others cut off heads.
Where is
You do not know, my friend? Remember that learning is like a garden. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea. Like a huge people from all over the world go there to trade. I helped them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage. If only you could have seen their procession stretch from the port to the city center. And they had, but I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court.
How did you come...
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among... But the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys.
So why didn't you...
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan...
What Sigismund...
I would also like to know that, my friend. But one would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no, he did not even make me his personal physician. He preferred...
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is
And how do you like...
Do you want to hear the truth?
The truth?
Then, All I can say is that this muddy hill, but there is still time. Perhaps
Why did you leave?
that is a very personal question. Not now.
I'm new to the... If you don't have to...
Well, at least I can practice your language. But that does not matter. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water. Nothing out of the ordinary. Come on. Let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
Well, a camp like this is a waste of your abilities. An uneducated orderly could take care of the handful of sick people here.
And you would like to take over from me? Hmm? I could find another job, though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage. I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments. Until the captains banned them.
I'm always glad
But
to see polite
that is a long
people like
story.
you.
Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back flayed by a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav or Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say,
Excuse me.
grumpy. Then there are the Cumans, who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself, in Zedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
I try to steer clear of fighting, though that's not always possible.
Really? You are like me, my friend. As a physician, I can tell you that nothing harms human health as much as a blade in the belly. Well,
I'm sorry.
there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, so Grozav commands the camp. Cheritan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean, the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that...
Yeah, no, fuck it up.
I don't really know.
Why not, my friend?
I saw an arena.
Firstly, not even a hand to answer your question.
What did you mean by...
Merely dumb violence for its own sake.
Why did they...
Because it went too far. Instead, since the tournament was banned.
What does that mean? Fury Azia?
Furesia. the skill set where I come from. Every fighter must be able to ride a horse and take care of its injuries. In addition, he should also be able to hold his own when fighting with a spear and a sword. And above all, he must not...
What's that chog?
A riding game. Two teams of riders with wooden mallets try to get a leather... Whoever does so more times...
And what's so dangerous?
When the mallet lands on your head. In any case, nothing...
Covered in sand. And dry with no fresh water. The people there call themselves the Blemeyes. They have neither head nor neck. Their face is in the middle of their belly. I'll be with you.
Are you the one they... But I need to talk to...
And I need something for the pain.
Tell me exactly...
My belly... It's from the
Maybe. Do you remember what the...
What do you think? Some...
You're probably right. Is anyone else not...
No, although... One other fellow was complaining...
I think that's it. You might run off to the latrine.
I wanted to give him a potion.
Well, if the king's army is full of little girls like you, be a man, will you?
And you can fuck off. If you was any good, you'd...
I think I have something...
Thanks.
I hope it finally... Well?
Not yet.
No. To look at you, I'd say you're as...
It'll be alright once I get a good meal in me.
It's about Victoria.
Christ almighty. Now she sent someone to try and...
Well, I didn't come to change...
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears.
And what was she...
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice, but that...
Victoria's missing.
What do you mean she's...
As if the earth opened up and swallowed... Seeing as you two used to meet up...
She didn't tell anyone?
I found a knife.
I didn't do anything to her. You saw with your own eyes.
You didn't do anything to her? Do you mean besides...
Do you think she did something to us?
If that was her blood, she's in serious trouble.
Good God in heaven.
Well, I think Victoria... But she doesn't want to keep the child.
My God. I thought she was making it up about the baby. You know...
I don't think she was lying. That would be one coincidence.
But those herbs... She can't...
That's all I found out.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the kind of thing girls...
But what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Not far from here to the east, a small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of...
Good. I'll look there.
I know. But tell her, I promised to...
How are you going to do that? You're a soldier in the service of the crown.
She could be here. There's nothing keeping her in the village. She'd find work here. I'd make...
All right.
It seems like it'd be hard kind of to come in here and attack this place even at night, cause the dogs. But also every time you kill someone you'd have to get rid of the body. Because you had to do the horseshoes down here. Right? With the blacksmith. And then talk to the lady, go to Victoria's house, talk to someone else. See the bandit stuff, that was Matthew. And then we had to come up here. Now we've had to deal with this for like 30 minutes. Now we got to come over here. Yeah, that's a girl, isn't it?
I shall kiss your cheek so mild, and your tender lips.
You're Victoria.
And who?
No one important. Well, it all started like...
I'm not interested in any.
Wait, though. I'm Henry. Black sent me to talk to you. Oh, they're worried something happened to you because you vanished all of a sudden.
I don't want to go back there. Nothing good ever happened to me in that house. I want to stay with my Black. Where?
Because he's lying in the infirmary. But you don't need to worry. I know what happened to you. I was at your house and saw...
You have no idea what's going on. You don't know me at all.
Then tell me what happened. After all, talk...
Well, you already know that me and Black used. First he says he wants to be with me, then that he's a soldier of the king and serving him as his priority. There's gossip in the village that I'm the camp whore who'll sleep with anyone for a handful of grain. And then I found out that...
And that blood on the floor in your house?
I was desperate. I picked some herbs to make a decoction to get rid of it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I said to myself, I'd rather die with...
So you cut your...
Yes, with a knife. I cut myself once. I wiped off the blood with an apron and my skirt, but it was everywhere.
And Black...
Of course. The villagers think I sleep with...
Thanks for confiding in me.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
So what happens if he, like you didn't heal him and he dies, or you gave him poison? I bet that's programmed in for him to die.
Well, Black has manned up and promised he'll take...
Really? And I've already lost one man in life. If enough...
You aren't. I'm certain. Life is complicated sometimes. That's just the way it is. But it looks like you'll have a...
I won't have to live hand to mouth anymore and do the worst jobs imaginable. Maybe I'll finally have...
I wish you all the best.
And with you too.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so we completed what? A side quest. We completed this task, which I don't think it really mattered. And we've already done, what, 2 of the main quests, so we'll go back to the main quest now. I'm probably not gonna be on very long here. What's our best option? We need to get the waypoint for here and down here, so I don't have to do this walking. Alright, follow the road southeast. Do you want to run down and grab this stuff? No, we don't need beehives. So I mean, we can come down, hit this, and head east. So we got... Yeah, I don't know if the deserters camp's a good plan, so let's go down. We don't need beehives, we'll just go down here. It's a bit southeast. That's a lot of honey. So I guess this basically the game is kind of like this program to have stuff for you interesting to find. Like you can see once you get this perk that you kind of find something, right? No matter where you go, there's gonna be stuff, right? So the dogs, I'm sure, is what killed them, yeah. When I sprint, my computer's going fucking nuts over here. So glad you can walk through bushes now. That was so annoying in the first game. I hear boars. Yeah, having this perk. I wonder if you can get this perk on hardcore mode. I don't think I can. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I can sneak up to him. These things that are fun to find, and I didn't get that perk until nearing the end of the first map. But after the game's out for a while, people can just look up like an interactive map. Pretty big axe, damage-wise. Now the thing is, I could wear this under my robe. Doesn't really fit the monk thing though.
God grant you health. What are you doing? I come here to practice, but I can't shoot for shit. You won't find better ones anywhere.
So you say no one...
You bet. but they're useless.
You'd make me some.
Gladly. Rook feathers are hard to find, though.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Bocek, but everybody calls me Bocek the Byblow, because I'm so...
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. God be with you and have a pleasant evening.
Pretty sure I don't have no feathers.
Christ almighty. He was murdered. See, this was why I got my lock picking up right for killing bandits. I mean, this guy doesn't need money at this point, so it's not like we're stealing it from him. Now, this isn't actually one of the towns. It was this was the closest one for the slowly getting the fast travels out. So we just need to head south here.
God bless.
Could try to buy some recipes. I think I've got everything. Oh, yeah, it's very late. We need to find a camp. I'm not going to worry about finding this laundry then. I don't see an innkeeper here. Alright, well, we can come down here and then we can always rest here if need be, but...
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
What? I didn't... there's a place to sleep here. Okay.
Hail Mary.
Why is this all sticky?
Oh, lady, you don't want to know that.
No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway.
Was möchtest du?
I'm looking for a wandering man at arms. He's called...
Adder.
Aye.
Don't even remind me.
You don't sound exactly happy.
To me? Nine. Quite the contrary. We knocked back a nice few cold ones last night, and I have Kopfschmerzen all day. It's all his... As soon as the Poles saw him, they greeted each other, and then things went...
The dice player, was his name Ranyak?
Yeah, that's probably... He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked like he was... But a bunch of Kerala from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him some coin.
Why would they pay for Ranyak?
I do not think so. Maybe they played a lot themselves. But
And where is Ranyak now?
I have no idea. The Kerala who paid for him last night were... Maybe they left together
And do you know where I could find...
in Bella.
Thank you for the...
Tut mir leid. If I were you, I would ask the...
Do you know where...
You should ask the...
Why should I...
Well,
So where is the...
if you go to the village from here, the butcher's grundstück,
Do I have to make you say...
it's just some...
Look, I've heard if he was sticking it where he shouldn't have, I'd rather know before some cuckold comes at me with a pitch.
Knowing our butcher, you're not far. Letzte Nacht, Adder suddenly disappeared.
She left alone.
Leider ja. Her man...
So, Adder...
Natürlich.
I'll go to see her.
You should be careful. The butcher...
I'll be on my way.
Nichts zu danken. What's that?
Well, we don't have the quest updated, so we don't have the eye here anymore, but we already had this one, so this is now K and L, so I still have to go down here anyway, which I was going to do to get the waypoint, and back up here. But it's too late, so
Careful.
I need to play...
If you got the and for...
I need to stay...
No problem.
Let's talk about...
Sehr gut. I knew anyone.
Where can I...
Our guest rooms are on the first floor.
I'll be right.
Careful.
Hail Mary.
I'm sorry.
alright, I think that's going to be a good place for me to stop here. I need to do some inventory stuff, and no point in doing it on stream. Alright, so now we have a bed permanent bed in Sutol. Miskowitz, right? Yeah, I think that's where I got it, right? Yeah, because I said it was in the middle of the map, so. And now here. So between these three, we can get to a lot of places, so. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'm going to be busy the next couple days. Probably not streaming.
My God, what's taking so long?
I have to pass time, so might as well just sleep. Even though I get good bed quality and it's just wasted my nutrition, but anyway, I'm saying like 80% chance I don't stream for the first half of this week because of other shit going on, but I might be able to fit in an hour or two, so. With that, I'm just going to head out. As you can see, it's just taking forever to get these quests done. So you start talking like 30, 40 quests, taking an hour each, plus time walking around to get the quest and explore. I just don't have it in me. But we'll keep knocking it out slowly because I need to get to other things. Alright, have a good day or good night, and I'll see you later this week.